Hey everybody, this is Matt with Let's Talk Music. I'm here with Damir of Gomorra. They are based out of Switzerland, and he's joining us today from quite a ways away and 6 hours ahead.
Yeah. Hi.
So we was just talking a minute ago, and you said that you guys were out on tour. Just got done with that, and was that a European tour, or did you hit the States at all?
I'm also a guitar player by the German thrash icon Destruction. So I play guitar also in Destruction. So we was in America just some weeks ago and it was really amazing. I love it. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's all right. I've never been over to Europe, which I would love to get over there sometime. But I know that you guys have a great metal scene, a great music scene. Period.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Europe is really amazing for every kind of rock music generally. So you can now, after COVID time, now it's nearly every day somewhere a show around 50 kilometers around us. So really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it was like that here too. It was with COVID, it really killed things. And then when they started to open it up, I mean, they were dying to go see live music.
Yeah.
You
Yes.
know, and I mean, I don't know about you, but good, live music is good for the soul.
Yeah, of
So,
course, man. Of course, I love to play. So, and I love also to go out to see some bands and also different kinds of view of genre of metal style. So, for example, tonight we go out here 50 minutes from our home. Agnostic Front is playing from New York, so it's really cool. So, yeah.
great. So tell me a little bit about Gomorra. I checked out your track for Stand United, featured Laura, is it Goldman or Goldman?
Golden Moon, yes,
Yes,
yes.
yes. Which was really cool. And, I like her little comment, where she said that it's a lot of fun to record vocals and be part of a video clip for my brothers in Gomorra. So, tell me about the band and the song.
So, we just finished the recording so a couple of months ago, and then we start talk about hey what we should do and what we can do, maybe some guest appearances, and this song was just perfect to take it and to do something like this. And then we showed this to Laura, and Laura was, hey, yeah, we'll do it, sounds good, let's try it. So let's give a look how it sounds. And then when she sent the first example, it was this already. So she sent the example, and we was already, yeah, that's metal. Should be like this. And then later, so the idea was how to promote now little the album, the release stuff, and then also the label guys told, hey, if the song is maybe cool, and then we talk, and then the idea came to us, the comic idea with Conan and the
Mm.
sword, and these two guys, something like fighting or just standing and are just there in this time moving back in like ancient times. So hey, wow, that's a little bit crazy, but let's try, fuck off. And at the end, we'll really love the results. So it's very cool video clip at the end. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I enjoyed the video and the the music itself, man. I mean, it's got a nice, just hard crunch to it, which is when I heard it, it kind of put me in mind of some older Western metal, like from back in the 90s, 80s. Back
Yeah.
when metal was big here. I mean, it's still prevalent, but it's more of like new rock now
Yeah.
and stuff like that, and new metal, which I get into that too. But I mean, I miss my days of Obituary and Deicide and bands like that. So that's where you guys kind of
Yeah.
what you made me think of. And I mean, you know the music itself was just it was put together beautifully. I mean, the drumming and everything just fit so well. And then, you got the lyrics coming in, you got, her singing on there, you know, Laura, and which, you know, I mentioned she's from Burning Witches. So yeah, man, I mean, it was really nice put together, and it's this is your second album, correct?
Yes.
Dealer of
Yeah.
Souls.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So so you mentioned the Destruction, so you play in two bands.
I play in two bands. Yes. And and this is this difficult situation to, for example, we will love also to tour with Gomorra once, but it's it's not easy because the band it's also not big enough. So when we want to do something, we must spend a lot of money, for example, for a tour or whatever. And we just say, hey, we will release music and we will make music. And when we have chance to play, sometimes we will play sometimes. So we are now preparing some shows for next year and some stuff. But for now, for the moment, it's difficult to do more, just more. Yeah.
Right.
Yes, of course. Destruction is it's an old school band. So, and this band is just working nearly every day. So we're really busy, and that's good. And I'm a musician, so that's fine. Good. Yeah.
So I mean, that's it's gonna be a little rough though, man. I mean, you know, shredding on a guitar in two different bands.
Yes, and also helping my wife for Burning Witches also.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
That's your wife's band is Burning Witches.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're working every day here for Burning Witches, and it's hard, but it's good. We love it.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta have a love for, you know, what you do. You gotta have a love for music, especially when you're trying to push one band. But then when you're trying to push two bands, you know, that you're playing in, and then push another band that you're promoting, yeah, I mean, that's a lot of work, man.
Yeah, yeah,
That's like you know, when do you have time to sleep? You know what I mean?
yeah. We sleep sometimes.
Right, right. So I see all your stuff in the background, man. You got a lot of cool stuff back here.
Yeah, I'm a collector of a lot of stuff, of metal, of comics, and of all the stuff. So, boy, just lot year ago, I started collecting different stuff and for movies, music, whatever. So I love a lot of things. So the pop culture, so generally, it's amazing. Yeah,
Yeah, I see it, man. I see some different beers in there. I see a sword, a ACDC.
yeah. You mean this one? It's still closed.
I've got one of those too. It's pretty
Yeah, the
cool.
door also here.
Yeah, I see
Yeah.
your tin back there that it was in. I got that tin too. Yeah, love
Oh,
Iron Maiden.
okay, amazing. Yeah, great.
So that's kind of cool. I mean, you know, you're halfway around the world and we actually have the same item. So, anyways, man, like, what got you into music? I mean, when you was a young guy, and I'm not saying you're old now, but when you was younger, you know, teenager, whatever, whenever you started playing, what was it that made you say, "Man, I want to pick up a guitar and I want to play some badass metal"?
Hmm. Um, so there are different moments. So one really important moment was when I hear for first time Yngwie Malmsteen's Fire and Ice album. When I hear this melody in the beginning, when I hear the first song, one old friend showed me the album, and then, hey, look, my father, I find the CD of them. Let's give a listen. Here's a guy with guitar and fire. So come on, let's see. And then we give a listen, and I in this moment I just thought, hey, I want to play this. And then he told me, come on, that's not impossible. That's really, don't forget it. And I just thought, hey, I love this. This sounds good. And so I start really practice like an idiot this time. So for more than 10 years I was just playing and playing and playing. So the moment to start to say, I want to do this was Ingrid Malmsteen. Yes. I
Okay.
don't know why. It was just he was touching the soul to start to play guitar.
Right.
And how I choose the brand. So I play Jackson guitar. So I saw one day this from Sabotage, you know, Sabotage,
Yeah.
the Chris Olivas model guitar. I saw this Jackson. I was saying, wow, this guitar is so beautiful, so amazing. And then I start to search this guitar, and then I found this guitar, not the same, but pretty close to this guitar. And I was playing so many on this neck. I was feeling so much this guitar that today I cannot play another instrument. I just play this Jackson neck, this feeling. I love this feeling. So it's amazing for me. And yeah. So, but the start of everything was Fire and Ice. So I was already listening Iron Maiden and AC/DC because my family and my brother, I have an older brother, so he was listening to Maiden, to AC/DC, to Aerosmith, a lot of stuff. So we was generally listening at home rock and metal music. But this Fire and Ice album give me the kick to come on, go and practice. And then I start like,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
awesome. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people, I mean, that pick up a guitar draw influence from guys like Yngwie, Joe Satriani, Steve Vai, Kirk Hammett, Eric Johnson. So,
Yeah.
I mean, those guys are all, just they're masters of their craft. I mean, kind of like Eddie Van Halen, and when you talk to guys that are metal, they're always bringing up, uh, those names, or sometimes they throw out some names that I don't know, and I'm like, oh wow, who's that? And they're like, oh, you got to check it out, and I go check it out, and I'm like, wow, I mean, I think one of my favorite guitar players is Alex Skolnick from Testament. He
Amazing.
uh, he's very technical, and I like that. I mean, and it just I tried playing, maybe might try again someday. Not getting any younger, but back when I was younger and trying to do it, I just didn't have the patience, and I don't think I had a very good teacher because he was kind of learning himself. But I love all of what makes metal. The drums, the guitar, the bass. I mean, and when
Yeah.
it's well put together, like I said with your song, it's magical to make
Yes.
to make
Yeah.
it for less lack of a better word. I mean, it's you're taking four or five guys, and you're getting it all together, and when it comes out and you're all done, it's something that you can just sit there and smile and say, I freaking made that.
Yeah. Yes. 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 Of course. Yeah.
So, and
And also
that's
this live feeling also when you just go to see whatever band that you like, and when they play, oh, that's amazing. So to listen and to make, just beautiful.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
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 So you're with Noble Demon, correct?
Yes.
And actually, quite a few bands that I've interviewed, and about four more that I'm trying to set up are with Noble Demon. Is that a pretty good label to be with?
So the first album work was pretty good. So we love really the work together, and we of course try to keep this work now and continue this. So from the beginning to now, it's still great work. And these are also some old guys from Nuclear Blast working there. So from
Mm.
X Blast and also from Napalm Records, I think also. So there are good people in behind this label, and they do just a great work, and work also smooth and great. Just still since we start, just still good. I don't have to tell anything like this and this. Yes, of course, the vinyls I have every time too late, but that is today's situation, that normally vinyls are fucking late, so
Right.
label cannot do with this nothing. So everybody's waiting for vinyl. So we also, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I know that's a big thing right now. It kind of almost makes me wish that I was knew how to press a record, because I'd love to get some of those out, man. I was just talking to a guy the other day, and we was talking about how vinyl's making a comeback, and my wife bought me a record player for Christmas, and you know I was so damn excited, and I threw on an album, and it was just like, oh my God, it was nostalgia. I mean, it was like it took me back to my childhood.
It's beautiful. It's
Yeah.
like it's love, man. It's just love. Yeah, I love the sound of vinyl. Oh, it's amazing. Yeah, yes,
Well, I mean, and it's I would think out of everything that we've had, 8 tracks, vinyl, cassette tapes, CDs, that vinyl would probably be the best one to release into the wild. You know what I mean? Because I mean, a lot of people, if you think, I got friends that are in their 60s, and they have just a enormous vinyl collection,
yes,
and it's like, man, I mean, and some of those albums are worth thousands of dollars now.
yes,
If you like, I'm the Leonard Skinner Street Survivors. If you find the one where they're in the flames,
yeah,
yeah, that's worth some money. So I
yeah.
mean, it's, but again, another guy that I was talking to was just saying that it's nice to make the vinyl, because it's nice to have something tangible to hold on to and say, 20 years down the road, is I made this, this is me.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it
yeah, yeah.
streaming's is nice, but and I hate it for you guys, because I know back in the day, touring and album sales was how you made your paycheck. So
Yes,
now it's more touring and merch. You-
yes,
So, but like I said, with vinyl making a comeback, hopefully people will say, okay, what's $15 for an album that I really like? You know what I mean?
yeah.
Instead of, oh, let's go online and get it for free.
It's nothing. Yes, yes, of course.
So,
Yeah. So I have the nearly the same hope, but I'm also a guitar teacher, so I have a lot of students, a lot of young students, a lot of students that work also with music, and I see how the younger generation is working with music, and maybe 2 of 10 find after time the medium like vinyl and came to me and asked me, hey, do you have a vinyl player? And then I answered, yeah, I have a fucking amazing vinyl player. It sounds like the band is in your home and playing. Really? Yeah, I would like to have something like this, because I have now this vinyl, but I don't have a player. So you see some of guys coming to the vinyl,
mhm.
search them, and try to get into this better sound, because hey, digitally is it's cool, it's easy, you can listen a lot of them, but it's you cannot compare the sounds. It's just the sound is so much many times better, just better
Oh yeah.
than a and like a medium from iPhone or something like this. So yeah, I hope it will turn more and more to vinyl, but I don't know what sellings are doing now at the moment, but I know that a lot of vinyls generally are sold now, and that's also one part of problem why the vinyls are too late. Also,
Right.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it's I mean, like I said, it's nice to, like, where I can, open up my phone and see a YouTube video, like, the one that you guys just made, and that I think, since MTV is gone, I don't know if you guys have any kind of video television over in Europe, but MTV, since it's pretty much done with, it's been really cool to see the people are still making videos.
Yeah.
So it gives you more of a feel for
Yeah.
the band. It's like it puts a face to the music. You know,
Yeah.
because I mean, you can hear a song on the radio and be like, "Oh man, that's a great song" and stuff, and then you're like, "I wonder what these guys look like," and you got this image in your head, and then you see a picture of them, and they're like, "Oh wow, them are a bunch of clean cut dudes. I did never expected anything out of them like that," but because again, back in the day when I was raised on metal, everybody had long hair. Like I was seriously pissed off when Metallica cut their hair. I'm like, "What the hell, guys?"
What's
So
happening?
right, right. I mean, you guys you're shaving your hair off and everything else. I mean, what's next? We're gonna have a pop song, just but but that's how it's always been. I mean, like in the 70s, you had froze. In the 80s, you had long hair. It just and then when it kind of started going into the shorter haircuts and stuff, and then you're hearing these guys, you know, with the unclean vocals and stuff, and again, you're thinking of somebody like Tom Araya from Slayer or something like that, and you see him and you're like, really? You just don't put it together. So I think that's the one of the importances of videos. Not to mention it's a good promoter for you guys. And a lot of times it looks like y'all have a lot of fun doing it.
Yes.
So and like you was talking about your video with the Conan and the sword and everything, that was something that you guys found interesting and something that you found fun. And I mean, it should be fun.
Yes, of course.
I mean, you have a specific talent that God gave you, and you are able to get out there and showcase that.
Mm.
And it's work. It's a job, that people, a lot of people don't realize that it is a job, you
Mm.
know, but it should be fun too. And and you guys, I mean, you know, you're human. You get sick. You have to go out and play feeling like shit, but you go out there and you smile and you jump around, you give it your best.
Mm.
And, I admire you guys for that.
Mm. No, thank you, buddy. Yeah. Yeah.
It's I don't think a lot of people, especially with bands that aren't major labels or independent bands, I don't think people realize, how much effort and work you guys put in to get your stuff heard.
Mm.
And
Mm.
that's what I've talked to a lot of people about is, I was going to do it this month, but I'm probably going to wait till after the first year now. I want to
Mm.
start a podcast and I want to be able to, do maybe 15 or 20 minutes throughout the whole thing of a little bit of commentary, like some music news, whatever like that. But my main thing is I want to showcase music that, bands that I've talked to are putting out.
Yes. Yeah.
Because it's very hard to get things played on our local radio station here. I've tried with a few bands and, I'm not a music executive. I don't know a whole lot about the business. I don't know that, I love music.
Yeah.
So I don't know exactly how to go through the proper channels to do it. So I thought, hey, I'll do it on my own. I mean,
Good idea. Cool. Yeah.
I'm all about, getting people heard, man. I mean, it's the more you get heard, the more fans you get, the bigger you get, the bigger tours you can get. I get to, see you guys come through Columbus, Ohio.
Yeah, it will be cool, man. Yeah, of course.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's one thing to, come from California to Columbus, but to come from Switzerland, I'm sure that's a hell of a lot more expensive.
Of course. Yes. Yes. Much heavier to all the stuff. Yeah. Yeah. But hey, let's hope one day maybe it's possible. Maybe we can come over one day and play with Gomorra. Of course, will be. I would love it. Yeah.
Or I can, maybe get my tail over there and see you guys because I said I've always wanted to go to Europe, just never had the time to do it now. I mean, it's
Yeah.
working and bills and putting, doing
Yeah.
this,
The
life
life.
life happens.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. But maybe, hey, maybe one day you can catch little bit time and then came over and yeah, will be
Yeah,
also yeah,
that would be great.
yeah,
All right,
yeah.
Damir. Well, I really had a nice time talking to you.
Hey,
Uh,
good. Yeah.
and I appreciate your music. I appreciate what you guys do. Uh,
Thank you.
keep on rocking. You got a fan now here in Columbus, Ohio. So, let's when you guys thinking about releasing a new another single after this one?
Uh, I think it's in 2 weeks, something like this, around 2 weeks. Yeah.
Okay.
One more video, something like this. Yeah, yeah. 2 or 3 weeks, I think. Yeah,
Do you
yeah.
know what do you know what song you guys are gonna release?
Oh, I'm at the moment I'm not sure.
Okay.
Maybe it's a song "Rule of Fear," but I'm not 100% sure because we are really working every day for all the bands, and it's just crushing of everything in my head. So I think it's "Rule of Fear." It's the name of the song, and it's a cool, pretty cool track. Also, with this old school sequence, some stuff inside. But let's see. I think it is this one. But let's see what we do with label. I'm not 100% sure. So 2 or 3 weeks, something like this. The next single is coming, and then yeah, we're preparing for December, and then the album is coming. So yeah,
Awesome. Yeah,
yeah,
I will look forward to that. And what is this? It's December. Let me see here.
9 of
Yeah, it's
December.
December 9th that you guys are releasing it.
Yes.
Well, I'll be looking forward to it, man.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, buddy.
All right. Well, thank you for being on, and you enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you too. Have a beautiful Sunday and see you next time.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Bye
Later, man.
bye.